Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. Today we are going to take a look at the scale material and the scale chroma pack. So let's get this party started. So let us consume the scale material. So I guess as you can see it does give us a feed. And let us open the box for the scale chroma pack. And you can see also each version of the scale chroma is account bound. So you could decide to give the scale chroma 1 to one character, scale chroma 2 to a second character, and scale chroma 3 to a third character. We're not going to do that. We're going to consume them with our multiverse character. So let us start with the scale material. It's a fairly cool looking material, kind of like a black crocodile skin. And as you can see, it does cover the eyes of the character. So let's remove the face mask. It's a bit better. And you can see also the texture in the hairstyle. It looks a bit funky. And sometimes the materials are different from the inside or the outside of the cape. And at this time, probably one of the few materials that is pretty much the same thing. And now let's take a look at the scale chroma material. So this is scale chroma 1. So obviously we can change the colors of the material. I'll play with that a bit in just a minute. So the style remains only one color, but there's one of the color channel that does not have the material. Let's take a look at the scale chroma 2. So there seems to be two color channels that have the scale texture. So this is scale chroma 2. And this is scale chroma 3. So this is what scale chroma 3 looks like. And now let's experiment a bit with the colors. So the color that seems to affect the material seems to be the second color in the color palette. And I can already hear you ask, where can we get these materials? Let's take a look. So this comes from the wondrous time capsule. You can see the scale chroma pack. The scale chroma pack is the uber rare item in the pack. And there's also the scale material collection. For the 12 collections, what you need is the true Amazon collection. So the first one is Poseidon's Escape Vessel, Mermaid's Shell Captured Song, Polydora's Feast, Flight Lessons, Cave Beast's Pearl, Althea's Meadow Sketches, Amazonian Horse Stables, Anonymous Amazonian Costume, Split Tournament Arrow, Visions of the Scrying Pool, Silver Serpent Horn Sound, and Tears of the Gods. So once you consume all 12 collections, you should get the material by mail. Another option would be to just buy the materials from the broker. For the scale chroma pack, this is pretty much your best option to be able to get the material, because if you try to open time capsule, you could easily open 100, 200, even more time capsule and still not get the material. So I would strongly suggest just buy the bullet and buy the material from the broker. I was lucky enough yesterday. I basically yesterday I played the broker extensively, and coming to the broker for like a 1000th time, eventually I was able to get the scale chroma pack for 300 million. I know 300 million seems like a lot of money, but yesterday the prices was pretty much around 800-900 million. So seeing one for 300 million was quite a bargain at the time. But you can see right now, the cheapest one is a bit below 550 million. And for the scale material, you can see the price right now is basically 800 million. And I have to give my usual broker warning, prices on the broker changes all the time. These are the prices on the broker right now, tomorrow, next week, next month, prices could be different. Another thing also you could purchase, for the scale material, you can decide to purchase the collections instead. You decide. Either you buy the bullet and you purchase the material for 800 million, or you try to purchase the collections, but odds are the collections might end up costing more than 800 million. So look at the price of the collections and you do the math. If it's cheaper to buy the collections, buy the collections. If it's cheaper to buy the material, you should just do that. So you decide, either you use the scale chroma material where you can change the color and where one of the color channel does not have the texture, or you use the scale material which is color locked but where you have the texture everywhere. Ultimately, you decide.